I've talked about this before, but there was the program called McNamara's Morons, where a man named McNamara, I can't remember his position. He basically lowered the bar,
Warlord.
and he took all of people and tried to push them into places where they're
Isn't that Operation Dumbo Drop?
That was another name for it. Yes, with Bill Murray. That was the documentary. That was the film based on the true events, Operation Dumbo Drop. That's actually where Bill Murray, for some reason, saves an elephant and parachutes it back to its homeland.
Is that actually I've never heard it.
That is a film.
But that is a film, and it is a war/family film, according to Google, which is
it is
great combo. 28% on Rotten Tomatoes. So that's just
those East Coast liberal financial.
No, let me read the synopsis here. 1995, to keep the loyalty of a village during the Vietnam War, a U.S. Army officer and his unit struggled to deliver a live elephant. That's it.
Oh, it's got Ernie Hudson in it. Does it have, look, all right.
Morale.
So, this is sight unseen. Is that Ernie Hudson or is it Danny Glover as the black guy?
It's
what? I don't understand the question.
There's a black guy in the movie opposite of Bill Murray. Is the actor Ernie Hudson or Danny Glover? I can't remember.
I've never heard of Ernie.
I don't know who Ernie
Hudson is. The black guy from Ghostbusters.
Then I have heard of.
Yeah. I know Danny Glover. I don't know. You could probably just find out.
I thought somebody had it pulled up. I thought that was what was happening.
I can look.
I don't know shit about
I don't want you to look.
I'm gonna look.
I don't want you to look. Wait, so Kyle, so it is a morale improvement move to fly an elephant into Vietnam. It is. They drop off the
child when I watched this. I could have been more than 9.
The synopsis,
because Vietnam has elephants there. You wouldn't need to deliver it. You could just go get one.
Circus elephant. They're saving. They're taking it back to where.
Elephant population in Vietnam, Taylor.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to get in the nitty gritty of it. I better not even say anything. You know, the breadth of my. You know how I know they have elephants is because the Vietnam civilization, Age of Empires 2, has access to battle elephants, so they must have elephants.
I'm gonna give you guys some bad news. There's less than 100. Vietnamese elephants.
I think you're making a lot of assumptions about how many elephants I want to be in Vietnam.
Yeah. Well, there's one more than you're used to because of Bill Murray and Dan.
I don't know. I didn't want to disappoint you if you were thinking thousands of Vietnamese elephants out here.
Maybe I think 100 is too many.
No, they have a shit ton of elephants. It's Vietnam's best kept secret.
Fuck. Like after that war, like the fact that the Vietnamese are just chill, like they're just good with us about the whole thing. That never made sense to me because like.
Are you sure that's how it is?
Yeah, I've been told that like they don't mind a bit. They love it when we show up and do our American stuff.
I made a friend in Vietnam. She said she loved me a shit ton of money.
Yeah, get drunk, fuck your women. American stuff.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, you just go over there and you make a big scene and you order lots of food at their restaurants and they just love it.
It is. I don't know about that, but it is the place that a lot of I'm going to say a handful of people that I knew spent their COVID because the rent is so fucking cheap and you can basically just get a giant villa for like $500 a month and like
wow.
And it's beautiful apparently, but also
very a good deal.
Yeah,
and it's also like Vietnam.
Oh wow!
So it's nice and warm. Good weather, pretty rainy, I would imagine, but
I've heard
not cold.
89. They say 76% of Vietnamese said they had a positive view of the U.S. Well,
or else.
What about? Did they have a one that shows their view of the French and whoever else was in the Vietnam War?
Everyone gets to bully the French. Those poor guys. They won so many wars. They won so many wars over the eons.
Most wars.
The most wars. And
they are the winningest
you guys.
Team.
Yeah.
Well, are you giving them credit for World War II for winning that?
No, we're giving them credit for everything. Napoleon fought all of Europe like 3 times, maybe 5 times.
France has won 1,115 battles. The United Kingdom is 1,105, and apparently the U.S. is 833. Not really sure how many we've actually lost.
Though we got to pump up those numbers, but we're new to the game.
You're right. Yeah. In 250 years, we've done almost as well as they've done in a century.
right?
No. Wait, a millennium.
A millennium.
Fuck.
But this could be one of those sports things we talked about because we could be counting.
Well, we deserve a hand then because we're just Americans.
Yeah, you're right. Wars were a lot easier to win
War?
nowadays, apparently.
I think we're just the best at it. We are literally the best at war that there's ever been. Okay, the amount of money that we spent. Oh, I love it. I get goosebumps when I watch a video.
Well,
and
we're
they start
definitely
breaking
not
it
the
down.
best at war. We haven't won one in a
We're
We've
long
been
so
losing
the
a couple
best
wars.
at war.
We're the
We win
best
a
at
war
breaking
every
things.
day.
We're the Montreal Canadiens hanging our fucking hat on World War II era wins.
we weren't even like
We have become
Major
Uncle Rico. We're like, damn, back in high school, I used to be pretty fucking sick at winning wars.
Fall over that mountain.
It's like, sure, Pop.
Actually, the reason the last one we won is World War II is because that's the last one we even cared enough to fucking win.
We didn't even put it's like the U.S.
No, you
with
didn't win
basketball.
Vietnam. We quit. Same as Afghanistan.
We just sent our C team to every single Olympic basketball game since the Dream Team. We just stopped caring. Got better things to do.
The thing is, like, how do you declare a win? You know, on a modern battlefield, right? Like, shouldn't it be like accomplishing your objectives?
I bet it depends how they count victories. Because, like, if back in the day it was like
I thought we went to Afghanistan, for example.
That's big.
I thought we
but
went
if
to
you're counting daily
Afghanistan to get
battles-
Osama bin Laden.
Wait, is it battles, wars, or
It's battles.
tours? It's because like the Battle of Donetsk or whatever, you know, there's like been 4 of those. So are they like racking up wins here, or is it like
I feel like that's cheating because it's
Right.
you're still
It's still the
battling over
whole
the same
war.
place. That is the battle. The
what about
battle of
Crimea?
Donetsk. Once it
Does that count?
finalizes? Is that
Like-
that's still going on, right? We can
Right, but would you
Crimea,
put
yeah.
it? Would you put a point in Russia
Oh,
for annexing it at the start? In that, like, what constitutes a win?
I think it's in.
seems like they won
in
that
civilization,
So
we
far,
wait till the
that would
game.
be
we're
but
right.
over.
not the war. They,
Not
they,
the-
they might have
you
the
did say
battle.
battles. Yeah.
Yeah,
The war's still ongoing.
very complicated. We'll have to get some expert.
I would like
opinions on
that.
this.
All right, that's the next guest. I'm gonna find us a fucking historian. I love that shit. That's what we need. I want a guy who knows. Whenever we get to one of those, why do you think the Germans did that? I want a guy who, well, Kyle.
Here's what I want. I want
Yeah,
Taylor to
dude.
correct him,
Was
filled with
constipated.
confidence and no facts all show long.
I
Yeah.
want
Oh,
to
I can do
only
that.
ask him about areas of history that he's not familiar.
He's
Like he'll continue to remind me that he's a World War II historian, but I want to know about Babylon so bad. Like,
so the gardens over there, were they sick or what's the deal with
Yeah.
them? He's like,
yeah. In relation to that whole thing, where were the Hanging Gardens? Like,
was that really the hidden conquest of Germany to get to Babylon? Like,
I
yes
think
or
it
no?
was. I think
Yeah.
you draw everything back to it. It's like that's interesting. That's interesting.